Hi, everyone, and welcome to ClarkCountyToday.com's Week in Review. I'm your host, Chris Brown. Lots of stuff to talk about this week. We started off with the State of the County address at the Clark County Fairgrounds.
Government, like private sector, can no longer be satisfied with the status quo.
My goal of the Value Pricing Committee is to be a voice of reason and to protect the interests of Clark County residents.
Exploration of a third crossing corridor for the Columbia River to ensure Clark County has adequate transportation infrastructure on I-5 and I-205.
For the 12-month period ending November 1st, 2017, the county assisted more than 6,500 people experiencing homelessness. And I believe that how we deal with homelessness is a measure of who we are as a community.
The jail was designed in the 1970s. It was built in the 1980s at a time when the county's population was much lower, and at a time which jail design was largely based on jail practices from the 50s and 60s.
Those speeches by the County Council focusing on the gains that we've made in job creation, mental health treatment, and crime prevention through intervention with first-time offenders. But they also spent time talking about the many challenges facing the county, such as the shrinking amount of developable land, the possibility of tolling along I-5 and 205, the need for a new county jail facility, and the growing lack of affordable housing that's contributing to the increasing number of homeless people within the county. The council also pushed back on a 142-page report put together by outside consulting firm Citygate Associates at the county's request, showing severe problems with their permitting process. Contractors and homeowners have complained of long delays and frustration with overly complicated applications, high fees, and irritable employees. Those permit center employees complained about inadequate software systems, poor training, low wages, and a feeling that council members are often used to circumvent the system. The report offered a long list of suggestions, including better training, more staffing, and patience with whoever the new county manager ends up being, as they hopefully work to clean up the mess in the permitting department. And in his editorial this week, ClarkCountyToday.com editor Ken Vance recounted the story told to him several years ago by the pastor of a church in North Clark County who had battled with staff at the Clark County Permit Center in an attempt by the church to build an auxiliary building on land the church already owned. That ordeal lasted multiple years and cost the church thousands of dollars in permits and fees before the project could actually be completed. While editor of the Reflector newspaper, Vance took a position opposing the charter, largely because it took power away from elected officials, the county councilors, and placed it in the hands of the county manager. That dynamic, Vance said, makes it difficult for current councilors to take the frustrations they hear from their constituents and go to county staff to either seek a solution or at least an explanation. In turn, county staff report that when they feel scrutinized by the councilors, it makes them reluctant to make decisions on a pending permit. The search for a new county manager has gone on for over 10 months since Mark McCauley was terminated by the council last year. And some big news for local sports fans. After more than a week of rumors, Clark County Today's Paul Valencia confirmed former NFL Pro Bowl quarterback Neil Lomax will take over as head coach of the Fort Vancouver Trappers. Lomax had dozens of NCAA passing records as QB at Portland State University and spent 8 years with the Cardinals in the NFL. Lomax, always a big supporter of youth athletics, has been an assistant coach at several Oregon high schools. This will be his first time as a head coach. And we also met Maddie Peffers. She's a Camas High track and field star who went from no hiding at state as a sophomore to winning state high jump champion for the Papermakers in her junior year. Maddie's secret, a hiatus from social media. She tells Paul Valencia she took a break from social media for the final week of the track and field season last year, and this year she's doing the same thing, but dropping social media the entire track and field season in her effort to repeat as state champ. Maddie is far from antisocial, though. She's actually a great leader and teammate with Camas Track and Field and also with the cheerleading team. And that's just a quick recap of some of the stories this week from ClarkCountyToday.com. Be sure to check out the website and our Facebook page to stay in touch with us and see a lot more. If you have any story ideas, we'd love to hear from you. Send them to news@ClarkCountyToday.com. I'm Chris Brown. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you next week.